For one who practices these principles, does the person need to pray? Because there's people believe that, oh wow, have been so blessed and all of that. Oh Father, please, you need to protect me from, I want to live to enjoy all of this, protect me from all sorts of evil. So how do I put the place of prayer
Yeah, what the
alongside
place of prayer is this? Is prayer one of the principles? No. Sorry to disappoint. No. No.
Okay.
It's okay to pray, but prayer has its place, but it's not something that you must do in order to it's not something you must give in order to get. If that was the case, every Nigerian would be rich,
Well, yeah,
Yes,
that makes sense.
every Nigerian will be prosperous. Every Nigerian will, because the joy we are talking about, it has to radiate on the outside. It cannot just be me and I'm saying I'm joyful. Where's the fruit? What do people see to know that? Because they're only by their fruit shall you know them. So the fruit has to be around me for people to say, oh, this is good, or oh, this is bad. So if it was by prayer, everyone will be rich. No, it's deeper than prayer. Now, principle is not rewarded by necessarily by the doing of it, even though the doing is important. Good is not good by the doing of good. Good is considered good only when the motive for the doing of it is good.
Okay.
So in other words, as far as the outside world is concerned, you are doing the same thing that I am doing. How come I am getting results and you are not getting results, even though we do exactly the same thing in terms of practice of principle? So it's beyond prayer and it's beyond the physical things. It's beyond how we pretend to, how we present these things. It is actually more about what is the motive for the doing or for the practice of the principle. And these are the things we'll be looking at in teachings. So basically, no. Is prayer useful? Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Yes, it's a different topic entirely. Well, is it part of practice of principle, and does it help you attain your heart desires? Prayer has its place. It's not completely like it has no place, but that is not the thing that brings you. Like I already said, it's so obvious. If it was prayer, then you already said Nigerians are very, very religious people in terms of keeping to fasting, keeping to prayer. If you tell them wake up midnight and pray, I mean, just ask yourself a simple question: how come people who never prayed all their life are more joyous? Some of them, most times, or maybe they do their prayers in a different kind of way. I mean, just look around, take a look at. You don't even need statistics. You don't need to read. Just check it. How come nations that do not pray but work and practice principles? How come nations that, yeah, we'll take a closer look at these things later.
So are you saying that principles are the things that bring the good things around us? When we practice these principles, good things start to happen. It starts to change things around us. Now, does it change who we are?
Yes, it changes who we are.
Because I definitely we have people who, or there should be people, and apparently we do have people who practice some principles, but you wouldn't call them the nicest people, in our own definition, and things go very well for them. Say, for example, you see this guy, apparently very arrogant and all of that. Well, he's doing really so well. He gets he gets promoted so quickly. Things are working so well for him, good things all around him. So Say, for instance, he practices these principles. They are working out for him physically, like with the material things or the things that we can see. But his personality isn't very admirable. There are definitely people like this.
Yeah,
So,
there are.
okay. So how do we relate to the principles and the principle not working for them personally, but working for things around them?
How do we relate? I mean, there's nothing for us to relate. It's not practicing principle for us. Let us go and practice our own principle. The one for whom he practices principles, I mean, you can tell by yourself that the fruits around this person shows that he's benefiting from whatever it is he's doing. So, I mean, that's all that matters. It's not, we are not judged. We are not, it doesn't matter what we feel, whether we feel he's arrogant or we feel the bottom line is whatever he's doing, he's getting result for it.
All right.
Yes, he's getting result for it. Although, one way to look at life, one way to, the practice of principle is like paying the price, like I said. It doesn't mean that there are still no, there are no ways, there are other ways that would attempt to cheat nature, but nature cannot be cheated. It's just an attempt and it will look like it's working. So rather than paying the price to get what you desire, some people may derive ways of avoiding the price and still getting what they desire. You get that? You get wealth without paying the price for being wealthy, without observing the equivalent principles. You know that's possible, right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible to invoke. It's possible to be mystical about it. It's possible to use some other methods other than paying the price, the actual price to get it. So it's possible to pass through the back door and say, yeah, why do I need to wait 7 years and practice this? What principle is that? I mean, I'm not ready for all of that. I just want this thing now, and I want it now. So even if I come and I say, yeah, I am the devil, who is ready, I want to give you wealth now. You come out and say, yes, I know you are the devil. You know? I mean, to paint it like many people will understand it. I'm not necessarily saying that is correct, but so that's another reason we cannot jump to conclusion here. We cannot even judge. It's not even up to us to come to conclusion or not to come to conclusion. We have so much to work in our own private and individualized to engage us than to be looking at other people and you see what way did he use to get it. All right, that is there for nature to nature is the judge, and that's nature's job, that's nature's responsibility, that's the universe work. All right. So if it was gotten through some backdoor method at the appropriate time, it was you got it on credit. At the appropriate time, the people would knock that you owe and say, please give us that. And normally such payment come with very high interest that you may not be able to pay, that one may not be able to pay in a lifetime. So yeah, occasionally there are cases like that where you forcefully get something that you do not deserve. It will only be temporarily because the owner is coming. Nature is coming to get it back and make you pay for attempting to corrupt it. Because nature is not corrupt. Nature is 100%. When I say nature, I mean the universe, I mean source. Yeah. It's 100% incorruptible. If nature was corruptible, then you could say, okay, everything that happens, every leaf that drops from a tree, everything is within the universe, it's contained within the universe. There is nothing outside of the universe. So everything is within nature, it's within the universe. All right. So every activity, every dam, every piece of grain of sand, everything here is monitored, is known as it is happening. In fact, it is not even happening and then the universe is being aware of it. It is happening in the first place because the universe allowed it. So there is no way somebody can come from the back door and do something and say, oh, God has forgotten, nature has forgotten, universe has forgotten. No. It can't happen. It's coming slowly. It's not in a hurry. The universe is not competing with anybody. Eternity, life after life after life is there. So who is it competing with? It's not competing with anybody. It's taking its time. And ultimately it will arrive and then to take that which you forcefully give. All right? And that's another reason some people may, this suffering we talked about earlier on, that's another reason people may suffer and then it starts all over. You know?